Countries with social welfare schemes for food and accommodation around the world. There are several countries around the world that provide free food and accommodation to certain groups of people or under specific circumstances. Here are a few examples. Sweden has a concept called alleviation, or the right of public access, which allows people to camp and forage for food on uncultivated land. While it doesn't provide free food and accommodation in the traditional sense, it allows people to utilize nature and its resources. Norway has a similar concept to Sweden's alleviation, known as everyone's right, which grants public access to uncultivated land for activities such as camping and foraging for food. However, it's important to note that these rights come with responsibilities and certain restrictions. The Indian government operates a network of free or heavily subsidized food programs, such as the Public Distribution System, PDS, and the Midday Meal Scheme. These programs aim to provide food security and nutrition to economically disadvantaged individuals, including school children and those living below the poverty line. Ashrams in India. Various ashrams in India offer free accommodation and meals to individuals seeking spiritual retreats or engaging in volunteer work. These ashrams usually operate on donations and provide basic accommodation facilities to visitors. Saudi Arabia. During the annual Hajj pilgrimage, the Saudi Arabian government provides free food and accommodation to millions of Muslim pilgrims from around the world. This is part of their efforts to support and facilitate the pilgrimage experience for those participating in this religious event. In Belgium, there are social welfare programs that provide free meals and accommodation for homeless individuals. Organizations like Restos du Cœur offer food assistance, while shelters and social services provide temporary accommodation for those in need. Germany has a system of homeless shelters known as Obdachlosenunterkunft, which offer free or low-cost accommodation for homeless individuals. These shelters often provide basic meals and other support services to help people get back on their feet. Japan. Some Buddhist temples in Japan offer shukubo or temple lodging, where visitors can stay overnight for free or at a minimal cost. In exchange, guests are often expected to participate in temple activities and may receive simple vegetarian meals. Iceland is known for its dagholm or community houses, which provide free accommodation and meals to travelers. These community houses are run by volunteers and are primarily located in rural areas, offering a place for visitors to stay while exploring the country. Switzerland. The Swiss Alpine Club operates a network of mountain huts and shelters in Switzerland. While not entirely free, these huts offer affordable accommodation and sometimes meals for hikers and mountaineers exploring the Swiss Alps. In Canada, there are shelters and organizations that provide free food and accommodation to individuals experiencing homelessness. These organizations, such as Salvation Army and local homeless shelters, offer meals, temporary housing, and support services to those in need. France has a system of Restos du Cœur, Restaurants of the Heart, which are charitable organizations that provide free meals to people in need. These organizations operate across the country and offer food assistance to those facing financial difficulties. United Kingdom. The United Kingdom has various programs and initiatives to support individuals experiencing homelessness. Homeless shelters, such as those operated by Shelter and local authorities, provide free accommodation and meals to homeless individuals and families. In Thailand, there are Buddhist temples known as Wat that offer free accommodation and meals to visitors. These temples often provide a place to stay for travelers, and visitors may participate in temple activities or make a small donation as a gesture of gratitude. Australia has a network of community organisations and charities that provide free meals and accommodation to those in need. Organisations like St. Vincent de Paul Society and the Salvation Army operate shelters and soup kitchens across the country. In Finland, there is a program called Everyman's Right, similar to Sweden and Norway, which allows people to camp and forage for food on public and private land with the landowner's permission. This concept enables individuals to access natural resources for sustenance and temporary shelter. Denmark has a network of homeless shelters and centers that provide free food and accommodation to homeless individuals. These shelters offer temporary housing, meals, and support services to help people transition out of homelessness. South Korea has a tradition called temple stay, where visitors can experience monastic life at Buddhist temples. Temple stays often include free accommodation and vegetarian meals, allowing participants to learn about Buddhist culture and practice meditation. The United States has various food assistance programs for individuals and families in need. The Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP, also known as food stamps, provides eligible individuals with funds to purchase food. Additionally, there are homeless shelters and soup kitchens across the country that offer free meals and temporary accommodation for those experiencing homelessness. The Netherlands has a network of homeless shelters and organizations that offer free food and accommodation for individuals experiencing homelessness. These shelters often provide meals, temporary housing, and support services to help people improve their situation. South Africa has a government program called the Community Nutrition and Development Centers, which provides free meals to children, elderly individuals, and pregnant women from disadvantaged communities. These centers also offer educational and developmental support to promote community well-being. Ireland has a network of homeless shelters and services that provide free food and accommodation to individuals experiencing homelessness. Organizations like Focus Ireland and Simon Community operate shelters and support services across the country. In Spain, there are several food assistance programs run by organizations like the Spanish Federation of Food Banks, FESBAL, and NGOs. These programs collect and distribute surplus food to individuals and families in need, helping to address food insecurity. It is important to note that the availability in specific programs may vary within each country and could be subject to changes. Additionally, some of these options may have limitations on the duration of stay or specific requirements for participation. Please subscribe our channel for more social welfare and awareness videos. You can also support the needy through your little contribution at paypal.me/sociallinks. Thanks for watching.